Previously on building Benny's movie park.
The actual station is going to be this. This is going to be the circular kind of platform. Then here it kind of goes in like this. I hope this will fit. I can already tell this will look sick when it's done. Wait a minute, what if we did this instead? Yes. And really, it's just putting a bunch of walls in like this and making sure they are pavement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of Building Benny's Movie Park 2. Today, we are going to build some really cool stuff. First off, I want to spice up this little platform right here, and then straight after, we are going to work on the first little bit of the ride, that being this right here. I want to make a tiny town in nighttime in here, I guess. That seems fun. So let's get to work first on the platform. Very important is the lights, so I'm going to make some sort of support thingies to put the lights on. I'm thinking something like this, and if we flip one of these lamps, you get this really nice effect like that, which I like. So let's do that. A bunch of them all around gives this nice warm vibe in the middle. Then we do need something on the outsides here, because that right there is still incredibly dark. Let's just put these exact same things on the walls there as well. It does look pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And then a bunch of them I will set on blink, so they kind of flicker a little bit. I know I've been doing that a lot in here, but it's all old, so it only makes sense. And let's be honest, it just looks very cool. It's a fact. I'm telling you. And you know what? Now that we're making lights anyway, I'm also going to put these same ones in these corridors leading to that station, because without that, it is super dark in here as well, and that sucks. We can also add some of these electricity pipes, sort of. Here, just like so. Dude, that looks so good. There you go. Hell yes. In general, I feel like this whole area could use some pipes, since this kind of gives me sewer vibes anyway. There, just something like that is a very nice detail. We can add some more of that stuff all over the place. These tiny details are so nice, honestly. Just look at that. I love that. I don't want to do too much crazy stuff in here because I want to keep some file size for other stuff, but I do think stuff like this will make it look just a bit more detailed. I don't know what the word for this is in English, but we in Dutch call it a plint. But I'm getting distracted because I was supposed to be hanging up these lights, so let's get back to that. Here you go. Okay, so this is all looking pretty nice now. Let's go back to the platform. Here I want to add some scenery. And because most of this stuff has to do with water, of course, you already expected, I'm going to put some barrels here, a lot of them. That simply fits the topic the absolute best. Here you go. And one that's laying down right about there. Let's put a little chair in here so the operator can actually sit. There you go. And right here in these open spaces, I think just a bunch of crates fits the best. We really just want to have a bunch of random trash all over the place to make it look very dirty and like there's a lot going on. We are underground after all. However, we can't stray too far away from the Western theme, so I do have to think about that. There you go. That is a bunch of boxes already. See how nice that makes the room look? And even a few of these really old pots just sitting on top there. And a little mysterious smoke between there as well, like this. I don't know why, but let's just go with it. Another pretty fun idea just popped up in my head. What if we make some of these pipes, like water pipes on the side here, that are leaking water? If that's not epic, I don't know what is. I'll just put some black spheres over it to make it look like they're hollow. They're not actually, but nobody gives a shit. And then right here, I will put a water emitter just in there so you cannot see it. It does go very fast. Isn't there a slower one? Oh, in here you can change the emitter power. There you go. 25%. That should be it. Let's put one in this one and in that one. Here you go. Now those are yes. Yes. Simply yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I meant in the last episode with spicing up this area. Now that this is looking a bit nicer, let's move on to the next area, that being this, this. First of all, I will create some lights so we can actually see what we're doing. I am making some space free here so I can put water in there because I want this to be a tiny little Western bay, if that makes sense. I don't think there's such a thing, but who cares? There is now. Let's grab water and put it in there. There you go. And this is going to be one house. You can't actually look inside them. It's just going to be for aesthetics. And another one right next to it. Right here, I guess. A little bit lower. I'm also going to add some docks right here. Here you go. We really just have to make sure all of these gaps are filled in with either building or black backdrop. So there will be absolutely no way of telling that you're not outside in the night. And that is mostly going to be a lot of improvising, like what I'm doing right now. This right here is actually the outside of the queue, but I'm making it look like this is totally just supposed to be a building that's just standing right here. Ain't I a genius? So on these walls, I'm just gonna put a few windows. Very convenient. And now that right there is an instant building. I'm also going to add some of these tiny poles to make sure people don't fall off the edge. The imaginary people of this imaginary town, that is. Let's make a nice door like this. Beautiful. Just adding a bunch of details. I don't want to go too crazy with this because this is of course going to, you know, take a lot of file size. And since I have a bunch of actual other areas I want to make, I feel like I should not go too crazy with these sort of things. Especially the roof, I'm gonna keep very simple this time. That's actually the one big flaw that I can come up with that this game has. And I get it, I get the reason for it, but the file size limit is really a huge pain because it makes you want to do not too crazy things, even though you could and you should because it's cool. I do want to have a few different styles in there, so as you can see, I now have two kind of different buildings. Look, once the lights are off, this looks pretty sick. The only thing I'm worried about is you can't really see the water because it's like one layer down. That is kind of lame. And the sad thing is we can't make it higher because then it comes above this and that looks dumb as well. Let's first just finalize this little area and then we'll see how we can fix that, if we can fix that. I'm gonna put some crates in this tiny alley to kind of hide the fact that this is a dead end. Would it be nice if we put some of these tiny light orbs up here as if these are stars? Let's just put a few down and see if that looks nice at all. It does make it a bit more magical, that's for sure. But yeah, actually, let's do this. I actually really love the way that looks. Now, to make sure you can't see through this hole from the station, I'm going to put a smoke machine right here, just right in front of the entrance. Let's make the smoke very dark, almost black. There you go, that nicely shields it. And then the same thing on the right as well. So the whole thing is nicely covered up. There you go. Now it's just a nice black hole. Perfect. And right away, you are going through a little bit of water like that. There you go. Before you actually enter the ride. So you're already wet before it even begins. Let's see what this looks like if you actually sit in one of these boats. As you can see, you rotate a little bit so you see a bit of everything. Nice and wobbly. Okay, here we go. I hope this looks nice. Oh, yes, dude, I love that. That is perfect. Let's go. Now, the most important thing right now is to make sure all of this is sealed off using this black screen. So let's do that right now. This is the biggest mess ever, but if it works, I don't give a shit. Now, the last thing we can do to make sure no light comes in here whatsoever is putting some of these smoke emitters here again, just like this. Now, I hope that this works. Kinda works. You can still see some sunlight, but I guess this is not so bad. Just gotta put some more of these stars here, and then we should be pretty much all set with this tiny little village area. Let's have one more ride to see what the final thing looks like. I'm actually so curious. We are closing in on the gate. Let's freaking go. Dude. Oh, I love that so much. Look at that night sky. And the light slowly appears. There you go. That is actually pretty good. Pretty much exactly what I had in mind as well. Now, to make this exit look a little bit more appealing, I am going to add some rocks right here already because this just bugs me for some reason. So let's go ahead and put some of these same Western type of rocks on the exit here to make sure that looks less, well, shit. There you go. Really just a little bit so it looks a bit... There you go. This makes my heart a bit more at peace. So now when you come out on this side, this is what you see. That is a ton better, dude. A ton. So then the inside of this ride, at least the entrance inside, is also done, just like the roller coaster. I'm thinking in the next episode, it's time to build some actual buildings outside, some scenery, some nice stuff, other than rocks, of course. I've been looking forward to doing that for a long time now, so I guess next episode, the time is right. But then for today, I guess that is it. If you like this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you have fun ideas, let me know down below in the comments, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single future upload. Then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park 2.